Hello there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the last video, I mentioned that we'll be starting with You Have a Brain by Dr. Ben Carson. That's a teen's guide to think big. But before I go on, I want to implore you that if you can, get your hands on the hard copy of the book so that you follow as the discussion goes on, bearing your questions in mind. So yeah, let's move on to business. You Have a Brain is divided into 22 chapters and it has 231 pages. Chapter 1 is titled The Amazing Brain, and sometimes you have to think big in order to act smartly, and it is the brain that helps us to think big. Dr. Ben Carson is a neurosurgeon, that is a doctor who performs brain surgery, and is recorded to be the first doctor that led group of professionals to separate Siamese twins, that is twins that are conjoined. Mentioned some very interesting facts about the brain. So he mentioned some interesting facts about the brain. The first of which is that the brain feels no pain because it has no pain receptors, and that means that a brain surgery can be performed on a patient while the patient is conscious. Isn't that amazing? The second interesting fact he highlighted about the brain is that it constantly generates electricity that is high enough to power a light bulb. So can you pause and think about that? Your brain has the ability to generate electricity that can power a light bulb. Another fact about the brain that I find very intriguing is the fact that no supercomputer on earth can come close to the capacity of the average human brain. So that means that your brain can store large data. So just picture an average computer, right? Brain can retrieve data, and that's why you can remember what happened 3-4 years ago. And your brain can also store, create new folders that contains new files. I would interpret that to mean that you can learn new things, you can learn new skills, you can learn anything that you want to learn, new languages, new skills. You can learn difficult things because of the capacity of your brain. So the last point I would like to highlight is that the brain performs all its functions automatically, and so you can just wake up and the brain is, it knows what to do without you telling it what to do. All those functions are automatic to the brain. The brain is truly an interesting organ of the body. So despite all these amazing facts about the brain, Dr. Ben Carson mentioned that while he was young, that he believed terrible things about himself. He believed that he was a dummy because he was always the last position in class. And of course, how young people can be. Children, teenagers bullying someone, calling someone a dullard, amongst others. So he believed the worst about himself. But it took the intervention of his mom, who introduced him to books and constantly reminded him that he has a brain. So you see the reason why you need to read. So Dr. Ben Carson's story reminds me of my own story, right? While I was in secondary school, when I was being introduced to some core science subjects in higher secondary school, that is physics, chemistry, and mathematics. Well, mathematics was still something I'd been used to, but physics and chemistry, I did not like them because I don't understand why a course is abstract and I have to know it. But then it took a lot of intentionality. I had to attend extra classes, then I had to practice severally, and by the time I was sitting for my final exams, that is the WASC, I passed in flying colors. Currently, as a lecturer, I am learning and mastering how to code using Python programming. I find it sometimes challenging, right? But then I believe that if I stay at it for long, I will get it. I would master it eventually. I don't have any Python programming language background, except for the one or two courses I took in uni. that we were taught in uni. And you know, when you don't understand the course but you have to pass it, cram it, la cram, la pour, la forget. That was what I did for it. But then until now, when I begin to see the essence, the importance of that in my current work, and I see that there is a need for me to learn, and now I'm learning and I'm actually enjoying it because it's an interesting journey. So tell me, what is that thing that you should do, that thing you should be doing, probably learning a new skill and the likes, and you think is not for you because you assume it's difficult? I like to hear from you in the comment section. So, guys, that brings us to the end of chapter one. I hope you learned one or two things. I implore you to kindly subscribe to this channel so you'd be notified when a new video drops. And I also want you to click on the like button. Also, share, tell your friends about this channel because it will bring value to you. So, thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye.